Hello, you're listening to No Kids, No Pain. I'm Romina Puma.
And I'm Luca Cupani, and this podcast is about the choice of being child-free.
Each week we will explore the topic of choosing not to have kids.
And we would love to hear from you too.
If you decide to be child-free,
don't feel guilty, this is the podcast for you.
And if you have kids,
here's what you're missing out. Hello Romina, welcome.
Hello Luca, welcome everyone.
Yes, we're here to a surprisingly light topic today. We tend to go heavy, death and stuff, but today we will be
But today is quite a light topic. So tell our audience, what are we going to talk about?
Holiday and travels, because I was telling Romina that on my honeymoon, my wife and I, we chose, I think the correct name was Adults Only Hotel Resort.
Ah, was that kind of resort?
So nothing sexual, although it was a honeymoon. I can explain. No, there were no children in the premises, only couples or single people, I don't know, adults. So no, you went to the buffet for the breakfast and you knew there wouldn't be any 3 years old screaming or just throwing a tantrum with the parents trying to follow them. No, you just relax. And on the beach as well, there was a private beach of the hotel. No kids, no one to throw sand on you or shout, "Oh, I've seen a fish." Yeah, it's called the sea. It's plenty of fish. We know, we are grown up. So I know it sounds a bit like a Grinch for childhood, but it
and
was
we said
there
was going to be light today.
No, I'm just saying it. But it was good. Sometimes you need to relax to be among adults without any stress. And I think also parents should deserve sometimes a sort of a break from their kids. I would say, I don't know.
Yeah. Well, isn't it when they send them to boarding school?
Yeah, in a way.
Boarding school. And then there is, I don't know, in summer in Italy, I don't know if they do it here as well, but kids, they go to these places where there are all other kids and they do like summer camp.
Yeah,
that's
summer camp where
they send them to summer camps. Yeah. But I think I went to a similar hotel where it was adults only. Not that kind of hotel, still normal one. When I went to Barbados, there were only adults there. Oh, nice and peaceful.
Yeah. You can have a conversation if you want. If you don't want, you don't have. There's no disruption. I would say, is there any chance to get would you pay more? This is my question. Would you pay more for a flight ticket if you had a guarantee that there would be no kids, no toddler on that flight? I'm
skinned, so I wouldn't.
Okay, but
if I was rich, I would probably be in business class. Do they have kids in business class?
I'm afraid if they... Well, I don't know how does it work, but...
I don't know. But if I was rich, I would have... Yeah, but I would pay more.
I don't think business class is soundproof. Like if the row behind, there's a 3-month-old kid who screams the whole flight, you still
But I think probably it depends a little bit how long the flight is. If my flight is just to go to Italy, it's not even 2 hours.
You're right.
I can deal with it.
You can deal.
But if you go, I think the longest journey I had, it was about 10 hours or so when I went to Mexico. It's about 10 hours, I think. But I was lucky there weren't any, I couldn't hear it. To be fair, as soon as I sat on my seat, I was so tired that I slept the whole way.
Okay, that's good. No, we don't have anything against kids and especially little children. They are. I think flying is distress.
Yeah, it's stressful for that. I get annoyed with the pressure in your ears.
Yeah,
when you go.
So imagine a toddler. It must be difficult. So there are plenty of good reasons to cry out. The thing is, sometimes we don't really want to listen to them. I mean, plenty of reasons. They are perfectly... we all think sometimes, why are they flying? So you really hope, or maybe they're moving, they're relocating, they're leaving the country, maybe...
Well, they deserve to go on holiday too.
True, but when a kid is like 5 months old, you met people that say,
but the parents need the holiday.
I know. But then this kid will say, "Oh yeah, I've been to New York. I was 6 months old. I don't remember anything."
Yeah, and maybe it's easier for them just to go around. If it's a baby, you put it in
You're right.
the rucksack at the back.
It's true. But the only thing is that the flight sometimes can be there's a lot of tension on a plane normally because, also because we are not yet flying first class. I'm sure that in the first class probably there's plenty of space and it's wonderful experience. But in economy class.
Sometimes it is a bit of a pain in the neck.
Yes, and everyone is a bit nervous, sometimes grumpy. A lot of adults are not well behaved. We can tell they are they're rude sometimes. They don't have any awareness of personal space. So we already have to deal with adults we don't like, and there's nothing we can do.
But they push your seat.
Yes.
And they remove their shoes.
Oh, they're very loud. Well, the removing shoes, I've read some, because I'm hypochondriac, it helps to avoid problem with the blood pressure or...
Yeah, but if you have stinky feet...
Oh, yeah, well, okay, yes, that's true. Then we have, then they all...
It's not very pleasant for who sits next to you.
There's a lot of tension on a flight already, and if you add on top of that a kid who doesn't know what's happening because maybe he's in pain and they're in pain and they're screaming... It adds to the tension. It is not good. I would happily pay a bit more if I can afford.
Especially because you go on holiday and your main aim is to have fun and relax and have a good time. And if that is the beginning of the holiday, goodness me.
But even if you go on work, because when you commute, for example, there's not many, since it's very early and most of kids with their toddlers are either still at home with their parents in maternity leave or in a kindergarten.
Here we're going into a very dangerous area for me personally, because as a wheelchair user, when I commute, I tend not to use buses during, like rush hour and stuff, if I can't help it, because there is always, the dispute of prams versus wheelchairs.
Oh, you're right.
And, allegedly, a wheelchair should have a priority. But in reality, it's common sense. That is the truth. Because the driver can say, leave the space, but it happens that often they don't want to move. So I have to wait for the next bus.
Shouldn't the mother just, if I'm correct, fold the
they don't want to
pram
fold
and
it.
hold the baby?
They don't want to fold it. Simple as that.
They want to keep the baby in the pram.
And sometimes the baby's not even in the pram, and they don't want to fold it. They don't leave the space. That is a very dangerous area. I get
so
really...
would you pay slightly more if there were like special colored buses that are only for adults? So no kids allowed on this bus.
Oh yeah. They should do every now and then just a bus for wheelchairs.
The kindergarten bus just with kids. And
I mean, if you go out around 3 o'clock, which is when is the when the school finish and oh my God, you're just surrounded by kids and I just want to die.
And the perfect storm happens when there's a school trip. This could happen on a bus or on a train of the underground or on a flight. When you are bored and you feel a little bit special, because even if you're flying to go somewhere to work, you feel like, oh, I'm flying for business reasons. I feel like, oh, I'm an accomplished person. And then you realize on the gate that there's 40 kids who are about to visit London, and if they're Italian, I'm afraid to say that, oh well, they're loud. And then and they're excited and they're, it's great, oh, I'm excited, and then no, and then you really think, why can I change my flight?
Why didn't they put them all in one flight all together?
Yeah, the school trip flight, with all the school. In an alternative reality, in a parallel universe. Yeah, that's. We started lightly, and now we just.
we turned dark again.
Maybe it's the season. This is recorded towards the end of winter, so there might be still a bit of winter gloom, but I don't think it's.
It's sunny. But still, I still prefer holidays where there aren't any kids around. To be fair, I've done a couple of years of holiday with my cousin, and they have a little daughter. But I think it also depends on the kid because she is lovely. She is not like one of those screaming
Oh yeah,
ones.
my niece and nephews are wonderful, so I don't want to come across like a bad uncle. I love them, so I would go to
Yeah.
on holiday with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But some, they just like to scream for no reason.
I don't. Maybe sometimes they are either annoyed
Excited.
or excited or tired. That's the thing. When they are tired, never
Just
understood.
sleep.
Yeah, because when I'm tired, it's something that when you become an adult. But when you're tired, you just sleep. You don't sleep, but you don't
Yeah. Yeah.
cry. You just try to sleep. Yeah.
Your eyes out. Yeah. But as usual, we want to hear from you. Have you done any holidays where there aren't any kids around? Or would you pay more?
Yeah, to make sure that you don't have to spend most of your holiday with other people with kids, or are you happy to, because it's so refreshing? Let's try to be positive, because having kids are wonderful. They open a wonderful point of view on the world. They discover everything. It's amazing.
But not for us.
No, not for us.
It's not for us. So get in touch as usual via email, nokidsnopain@gmail.com.
Or on social media, Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook, and it is No Kids, No Pain, one word. Looking forward to
hearing from you soon. Yeah, that's all from us, guys. I'm Romina Puma.
And I'm Luca Copani.
See you next time.
Bye. Ciao.